So 2 power 2 is 4. Right, so 2 square, I'm multiplying 2 into 2, that's going to give me 4. If I ask you what is square root of 4, the answer is 2. Right, that is basically this. Nth root of a is b, basically means if I multiply b n times, right, that should give me a. That's what the meaning of this is. Right, how does it work? Let me just talk about this, right? So nth root of a can be written as a power 1 by n. That's what we discussed, right? Nth root can be written as a power 1 by n is equals to b. If a power goes to that side on equals to, right, this is a useful concept to know as well. That will reciprocal, that will be reciprocal of it. So that means 1 by n will become n there. So that will be b power n. So that's what I said, right? So nth root of a number is basically multiplying this answer n times to get this number, right? So if I ask you what is cubed root of 81, there is no perfect cube, let's say 27. Okay, I know that if I multiply 3 times, okay, let's skip this, might confuse. Let me take cubed root of 343. Okay, that's easy. So cubed root of 343, 7 is the answer, but I'll tell you, if I multiply 7 3 times, I will get 343. That is basically why cubed root of 343 is 7, or 7 power 3 is 343. Right? This is what we have seen in exponents. The roots is seeing the same thing in the other way around. And if I ask you what is 6th root of 32, is that no 64? Right? The answer will be 2 for it. Why? One way to look at is this: 64 whole power 1 by 6 is equals to a. And I say let's say I don't know the answer, I'm taking it as a, so that is what I'm writing. So that goes this side. So 64 is equals to a power 6. So I need to find the value of a, which when raised to power 6 is equals to 64. That happens when a is equals to 2. That is the fundamental concept of root. Then there are some basic principles on roots that help you, solve the calculations better. So let's look at the basic rules. So if I say what is square root of 36, right? Square root of 36, that is fundamentally 6 into 6. I am splitting this number into two similar numbers, can multiply to give me this. Square root of 36 is square root of 6 into 6. That means the answer is 6. Right? If I ask you what is cubed root of 343, right? I said cubed root of 343 can be written as 7 into 7 into 7. So if it's a cubed root, I should have the same number multiplying 3 times. So I can pull this out of the root and I can write as 7. The other property that they are talking here is this, that if I say square root of 4 into square root of 9, this is nothing but square root of 4 into 9. So this can be written as square root of 36. I know square root of 36 is 6. So the answer of square root of 4 into square root of 9 is 6. That's what you can apply as well. This works for only multiplication. If I ask you what is square root of 4 plus square root of 9, this is not equals to square root of 4 plus 9. That's absolutely wrong. If I ask you what is square root of 4 minus square root of 9, again that's not equals to. But it does work for this. Square root of 4 by square root of 9 can be written as square root of 4 by 9, or square root of 4 by 9 can be written as square root of 4 by square root of 9. That is what the rule 2 is saying. That works. Division and multiplication I can split in the root, or I can club, that's fine for me, but I cannot add or subtract by clubbing them into the root. Other useful property that helps you in simplifying things, right? Let's say if I'm asking you what is 80 by square root of let's say 12. One way to do is this, that multiply both by root 12 by root 12. As I said, root 12 into root 12 can be taken as root of 12 into 12. The same thing is multiplied 2 times. So that's basically means root of 12 into 12 is nothing but 12. So 80 into root of 12. So I can divide this 4 3s are 4 20s are. The answer will be 20 root 12 by 3. I cannot cancel anything further, so I have to stop it here. So that's one way to do this, right? That's what I'm saying, right? B by root A is nothing but B by root A into root A by root A. Root A into root A is A. If I say what is let's say 7 by cubed root of 24, then I have to multiply with cubed root of 24 and cubed root of 24, not once but twice. Why? Because I need to do the same number 3 times, because this is a cubed root. Right? Then only it will be like properly 7 into cubed root of 24 into cubed root of 24 by 24. right? Otherwise this won't work. Then how can I simplify it? It's also a different story. I have just taken an example. Then this is another property it works, that is if I ask you what is 3 root 7 plus 4 root 7, the thing is root 7 is common, right? 3 root 7 is nothing but 3 into root 7, 4 root 7 nothing but 4 into root 7. So I can take root 7 common into 3 plus 4. That is going to give me 7 root 7. That's why 3 root 7 plus 4 root 7 is nothing but 3 plus 4, 7 root 7. Similarly, I can also do 4 root 3 minus 2 root 3. This can be written as root 3 is taken common, 4 minus 2 is 2. So that's what it says, a root c plus b root c. The things have to be same here, not outside. If I am talking about 7 root 3 minus 7 root 2, I cannot simplify further. I cannot do 7 of root 3 minus 2, or I cannot do 0, or I cannot do 7 minus 7 into root 3 plus root 2 or something. I don't know, whatever the creative ideas are, but I cannot do any of this. I cannot do anything beyond this. This is the simplest form for this. I can maybe do this way, but yeah, that's the only thing we can do. 7 into 7 I take common out. But if the roots are same, then yes, I can, add the coefficients or subtract them based on how the question is. So let's solve some basics. As usual, I would recommend you to pause the video and try it. So now let's get solving to these questions. Root 8 into root 6. This is the first property, right? So what I'll do, same square root, so I'll do 8 into 6. One thing you need to understand, I cannot multiply square root 8 into cube root 8. This is not possible. Right, but yes, these are all both square root, that's why I can do this, square root of 48. Let's say I want to simplify this further. Okay, to get some, what I can do is this, 48 can be written as 16 into 3, because I know 16 is a perfect square, I'm getting that out. So square root of 48 is square root of 16 into 3, that can be written as root 16 into root 3. Root 16 is 4, that's why I can be writing it as 4 root 3. 4 root 3 basically means that it is 4 into root 3, right? So root 16 into root 3, root 16 is 4, 4 into root 3 is 4 root 3. Similarly, what about this? Root of 125 into 5, I get this, and this will be root of 625, and root of 625 is 25. Our other way to do is this, root of 125 into 5, I am getting it inside. 125 can be written as 25 into 5 into 5. If I multiply this, that will be 25. So root of 25 into 25. So square root of same numbers multiplied 2 times, that is going to give me 25. Cube root of 5 into cube root of 25. So that will be like, get under the cube root, 5 into 25. 25 can be split as 5 into like 2 times 5, right? This is 25. So totally I have 1, 2, 3 5s, the same number 3 times for cube root. That means it is equal to 5. If this was square root of 5 into 5 into 5, I can, write it this way, square root of 5 into 5 into square root of 5. I am splitting them, and I know this will be 5 and this will be simply root 5, because square root of 5 is root 5 only, right? So there is a difference for cube and square, just be careful with that, right? Square root, cube root. 2 root 7 plus 3 root 7, simply add the surds are the roots are same, root 7, so it will be 5 root 7. 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3 minus 3 root 3 and plus 2 root 9. I cannot add them, right? Because they are root 3 same, but this is different. And if you remember, 2 root 9 is 3. So 2 root 9 is nothing but 2 3s are 6. So 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3 is 6 root 3. Minus 3 root 3 is 6 root 3 minus 3 root 3 is 3 root 3 plus 6. This 6 is coming from this. And 2 plus 4 is 6 root 3 minus 3 root 3. And then 6 minus 3 is 3 root 3. That is what I am writing here. So that's what it is. And then it's asking me to simplify these fractions, right? Write in the simplest form. 20 by root 5. As I said, we multiply with root 5. So it will be like 20 into root 5 by 5. 5 ones are 5 fours are. That will be 4 root 5. And 12 by root 3 is simply multiply with root 3 by root 3. That will be 12 into root 3 by root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 ones are 3 fours are. That will be 4 root 3. And what about 100 by root 8? Multiply with root 8 into root 8 by root 8. So root 8 is 8. 100 into root 8 by 8. So I can do 4 2s are 4 25s are. This is still not the simplest form. Root 8 can be simplified. How? Root 8 is nothing but root of 4 into 2. That is nothing but root 4 into root 2. What is root 4? 2. So root 8 can be written as 2 root 2. So 25 by 2 into root 8 is 2 root 2. So I can still cancel this. This is going to give me 25 root 2. So be careful with this. This is not the simplest form. You can simplify it further like this. The simplest form is when I cannot simplify the value inside the root also further. This is like root 3 is the simplest, root 5 is the simplest, and here root 8 is not the simplest form. I can still get out to root 2, but root 2 is simplest, so that's why I'm stopping it here. 25 root 2 is the value for it.